Hi Leo. Okay, so Leo, the full moon is in your third house, the house of communication, dealing with your neighbors, networking, and contracts, all that cool stuff. Okay. The thing what I don't really like is Mars sitting here. Oops, sorry. Okay. What I don't like is Mars is in your 12th house, and Mars in your 12th house, I don't like Mars in the 12th house, to be perfectly honest, Leo. Okay, so there's lots of emotion. I feel like some of you feel like you're depressed, or there's too much going on, and you're just tired. You're exhausted. Okay, you've been going through a lot. I feel like with Venus, the ruler here, okay, of this full moon is actually trining Mars, which is positive actually. So you're trying to come with some sort of negotiation, okay, or yeah, I feel like you're negotiating something, okay, with Saturn and Venus in conjunct here, trining Mars in your 12th house. I see it as trying to finalize some sort of agreement or some legal matter, okay, and it's going to go to your favor, okay, if it is a legal matter. Well, okay, so Venus and Saturn are sitting in your 8th house, okay, and this is the house of shared resources. And Venus rules resources, right? So it could be resources now on a personal level. You could be negotiating a separation agreement. Now, it doesn't have to be with everybody's separation agreement. It could be negotiating a release of, for instance, asset that's on hold, or a family asset, for example, okay, that was on hold, or there's some legal matter going on, and now it's going to be released to you, okay? It could be insurance matter, it could be anything coming from your partner, or you know, and once again, partner doesn't have to be spouse, it could be even family or a sibling or something along those lines, okay? Yeah, so but I see it coming your way, okay? If it's like inheritance or could be money you're waiting for, it's coming your way because it's trining Mars in your 12th house. But however, I feel like some of you are very exhausted, very tired, okay? Yeah, you're trying, there is some sort of agreement, okay, or there's some sort of communication, there's back and forth, there's negotiation going on, although once again I see that's going to come to your favor and it's going to happen the way you want it, but you are exhausted, okay? You are very tired and you've been dealing with a lot, and I'm not gonna lie to you, Leo, for some of you I see some health matter is gonna come to surface, and you really need to deal with this health matter because Venus in your Mars in your 12th house is actually squaring squaring the moon in your 3rd house. So you could be hearing some sort of information that's going to be overwhelming. It could be for some of you related to a health matter, for others could be related to agreement or something along those lines. It's going to be frustrating for you, okay? Now also Mars once enter into your house, Leo, it's gonna form an opposition, exact opposition with Pluto, and that's why I'm saying I do see that there is some health matter, okay? Yeah, it's gonna come to surface, and for some of you, you're gonna have to take time off from your work or your position, okay? So please take care of yourself. For others, because it is in your 7th house, right? Aquarius is in your 7th house, okay? And actually Mars is almost entering into your house. It's going to enter into your house on the 18th, and on the 20th it's going to form exact opposition with Pluto in your 7th house. Yeah, this is some sort of something brewing here in your 7th house. It could be related to, once again, separation agreement, or it could be related to sorting out some sort of inheritance or investment or something with your partner. There could be some argument, okay, or disagreement. But I believe, Leo, you're going to do the best that you can to resolve this issue. It's going to take a toll. It's going to take a toll on you, okay? It's going to be overwhelming for you. So yeah, that's what I see for you, Leo. I wish you best of luck. Hello, Virgo. Okay. Oops, sorry, that's Leo. Okay, so yeah, sorry guys, I'm recording this. It's almost 11 p.m. okay, and I really want to upload this video on YouTube tomorrow, on the 11th, before the full moon, although I know lots of you felt it already. And as I mentioned earlier, Virgo, you're one of the signs that's very much impacted by this full moon, because it's happening in your 2nd house, the house of your resources, your values, okay? And there's a full moon, there's culmination, there's ending here, okay? And not only that, but also Saturn and Venus are in your opposite sign here, okay? And Venus, just half an hour after the full moon, is going to station direct, but she's going in tandem with Saturn. It's going hand in hand with Saturn, and your ruler is still in the shadows, Mercury, of course, okay? Also in your 7th house, and was still as we speak now, still in the shadow period, but it's the energy of the retrograde Mercury is going to dissipate, okay? So, but what I'm trying to say here is, okay, so what I see here, because Saturn and Venus are, Venus is the ruler of your 2nd house, okay, and the ruler of your 9th house as well, and it's forming conjunction with Saturn. So for some of you, because of the full moon here in Libra in your 2nd house, for some of you there's going to be a loss of source of income, okay? 100% there is a loss source of income, because there are multiple reasons here for this loss, okay? It could be severing ties, because Saturn is ending, is loss, okay, is death, okay, and is going in tandem with the ruler of this full moon, okay, going hand in hand. So there is going to be, there's a karmic situation is ending, okay, but it's going to open new doors for you, okay? Even let's say, if some Virgos, although I don't see, I'm sorry guys, I don't see this, Saturn and Virgo, Saturn and Venus conjunction, even if there's a union forming here in your 7th house, okay, this is going to be a very karmic relationship, okay? A karmic relationship that you're going to learn, because Saturn, the Lord of Karma here, is trying to teach you a lesson, okay? The lesson you're going to learn here, once again, Venus is the ruler of this full moon, and Saturn is about pain and suffering, is about hard truth, is about reality, is about a death of a certain situation, or is about also maturity, okay? So what Saturn's trying to teach you here in your 7th house, even once again, if there is a union or if there is a separation, divorce, for example, or separation from a union, any kind of reunion, because remember, the 7th house is not only the partnership sector or the spousal sector, it's also a business partnership, okay? And it's also the open enemy house. So Saturn here is going to teach you, whether through separation or a union, a very painful lesson, okay? And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It is going to be a very painful lesson. Saturn, at the end of May, is going to enter into your 8th house, the house of transformation, okay? Death and rebirth. Through this lesson, it's going to be hard. You're going to go through hardship, okay? But you're not going to learn unless you go through this lesson. I don't know how else I can put it, okay? Now remember, and I've said that, I'm going to say it again, Saturn is loss, okay? An ending. And is the Lord of Karma. Whatever you put on the table, that's what you're going to deal with, okay? So you're going to reap what you've sown, Virgo. Now, if you have Moon in Scorpio here, and I don't know why I'm saying that. Now also Mars is going to enter into your 12th house. Okay, but let me go back to, if you have Moon in Scorpio, you gotta watch your behavior. You need to watch what you're doing, because I can't emphasize enough that Saturn is the Lord of Karma. Okay? If you participate into any slander, rumors, threats, lies, deception, okay? Because you have Lilith here. And this is, I'm saying this to those who have Moon in Scorpio. Lilith is demonic energy, okay? Is the dark energy. It's not positive. It's very demonic energy, basically, okay? If you're trying to do something through deception, lies, criminal activity, whatever, you're going to reap what you've sown, okay? So watch your behavior. It's totally up to you. I'm just saying that Saturn in your 7th house, in conjunction with Venus, the ruler of this full moon, okay, is a representation of pain and suffering. And yeah. And there are people, they only learn through pain and suffering. And that's what I have for you, Virgo. Good luck. Hello, Libra. Okay, so the full moon is in your 1st house. Quite frankly, Libra, what I see here is a change in your body. And if you are a female figure, this is pregnancy. And I mentioned that earlier. If you listen to the beginning of the introduction, which is about 50 minutes long, Jupiter is trining the moon in your house. This is literally a change in your body, okay? And as I said, if you are a female figure, you're gonna be pregnant or you're gaining too much weight, okay? But I see pregnancy here, and I see marriage for others as well, okay? Now, if you are masculine or male figure, there's once again change in your body. You could be gaining weight because it's Jupiter, okay? It's gonna change your appearance and your looks, or you building muscles, okay? That's the first thing I think of. On the other hand is Venus, your ruler, is in conjunction with Saturn in your 6th house. This is your 6th house. Pisces is your 6th house. So that entails that there's something new brewing in your 6th house, and it's gonna happen, okay? It's gonna amplify your 10th house, because Mars, the ruler of your 7th, is in your 10th now, but you know, at the end of the month, it's going to move into your 11th house, okay? So what I see here, this is Libra's 11th house. When Mars moves in here, I see that you're going to be meeting with new people, okay, new groups, new neighborhood, okay? And it's gonna make you, obviously, when you make, you're probably gonna work at a new place, okay? There are going to be new workers, co-workers, sorry, okay? And it could be also new schedule. If it's not work, it's gonna be like, let's say you're going to college or university, that's same thing, okay? But it is going to be very supportive for you, Libra. okay? Because Mars, the ruler of your 7th house, is going into your 11th house, okay? So you're going to be meeting new people that you're going to get you're going to get along with them very well, okay? And you're going to be on good terms. But once again, I say Libra, okay? Jupiter trining the moon, the full moon in your house, that's pregnancy or gaining weight, okay? Now, on the other hand, it's going to be supportive. If none, it's going to be supportive. But I'm telling you, there is a change in your body, in your physical appearance. It is in a positive way, okay? Now, also, Mars now in your 10th house sextiling Uranus, which is trining with you, Libra, okay? Sorry, what am I talking about? Jupiter, yeah. Well, Jupiter is trining with you. Sorry, Uranus is forming a sextile with Mars in your 7th house. In your 10th house, that tells me that there is going to be sudden changes in your status, okay? And because Mars is moving into your 11th house, that's going to affect the groups that you belong to, okay? Or the neighborhood, once again, or the place where you are. Quite frankly, for so many Libras, I see relocation. I see pregnancy. I see that you're going to take extra care of your health, okay, and your physical appearance, probably after giving birth. Quite frankly, for some of you, I see, yeah, for some of you, if you're giving birth, it's going to be a girl, Libra. Yeah, that's what I feel for some of you. You're going to give birth to a girl. Yeah, but it is really positive because Venus is moving into your 7th house, Libra. And if you are relocating or you're joining a new group or you're getting a new job or whatever, I see lots of support coming your way in the next few months, because also Saturn is going to enter into your 7th house. There are going to be lots of work though, okay, and so many responsibilities, but you're going to enjoy it and you're going to like it. Okay, Libra, that's what I see for you. I wish you best of luck. Hello, Scorpio. Okay, so this is not fun, Scorpio. To be perfectly honest, having the full moon in your 12th house, this is, and Lilith just entered into your house, and with this square with Mars, which is your ruler, okay, and the square with Pluto, which is the other co-ruler for you, this is anger, this is resentment, this is frustration, this is rage. For so many of you, Scorpio, right now you're dealing with very intensive situation, okay, that could have revealed people. You could have been in a relationship, because look, Venus, the ruler of this full moon, is in your 5th house in conjunction with Saturn, okay? Quite frankly, I feel for many of you, Scorpio, whether sun, rising, or moon, but particularly if you are a moon, Scorpio, you're dealing with a very deep karmic relationship, okay? And I mentioned that earlier. If you have a moon in Scorpio, this relationship is going to make you go through the suffering and the pain to learn, okay? This relationship, you're going to reveal secrets through this relationship, okay? Or it's going to be, or you're going to find out in the future the true colors of this person or this karmic situation that you're going through. It is a relationship, because it to me it looks like a relationship that started as you're having fun, you're going out, you know, you're getting together, you know, you're partying and stuff like that, and then the relationship gets deeper and deeper, okay? But look, I'm gonna say it again, Venus in conjunction with Saturn, this is something karmic, okay? Even if you, you know, because Venus is gonna enter into your 6th house, okay? And the ruler of Venus is not only rules your 12th house, but also rules your 7th house. Okay, so there could be some union forming. Okay, but once again, this is going to be a heck of a relationship. Okay. A karmic situation that you're going to deal with, okay, and that's going to teach you a lesson. Now, let me tell you, Scorpio, quite frankly, okay, the square between your ruler, Mars, okay, which is currently in your 9th house, okay, and the moon in your 12th house, and also Lilith in your house, squaring Pluto, which is your co-ruler, in your 4th house, okay. There are going to be lots of challenges, okay, and obstacles you're going to have to deal with. And this is all related to some karmic situation. It's not going to be easy, okay. There's going to be a trigger. There is going to be obstacles in your way because Pluto is in your 4th house, and it's going to cause so much pain, or you are going, not or, because Lilith, I don't like placement of Lilith here, and the square that's forming with Mars and Pluto, okay? For some of you, you're going to be doing things that's not even, not necessarily everybody, okay? It all depends on, you know, whether you're higher vibrational Scorpio or lower vibrational, because with this energy, I see resentment, I see anger, I see rage, I see aggression. I mentioned that at the beginning of the video. I see being very stubborn, being very possessive, and obsession with someone. Maybe this is, you're obsessed with this person, okay, and you're gonna do whatever in your ability, okay, to create some sort of union with this person, even if it's going to be something unethical or something that's immoral, okay, or even illegal. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I see for you, Scorpio. You gotta be very careful with these intentions, okay, because Lilith is the shadow side, is the dark energy, okay. Lilith is very demonic, okay. It's very intense. Yeah, for some, you're gonna resort to some hidden agenda, or you're gonna be planning something that's not in alignment with your values, basically, okay, because you're under the influence of Lilith for a while, okay. Lilith is going to be in your house for a while. I don't know exactly when Lilith is going to leave your house, but Lilith is going to be sitting here for too long, okay. So be prepared for this negative energy. Try to direct this negative energy towards healing, okay, yeah, and towards maybe meditating and prayers and stuff like that. But if you allow Lilith negative energy to, you know, possess you, or, you know, unfortunately, the consequence is going to be very tough, okay, Scorpio? Yeah, I wish you best of luck.